What started as a mere website with more than few blogs, articles and suggestions is now an app with 2,000 registrations and conducted more than 30 webinars with renowned people and has lakhs of articles in it. All of this is just in a span of a year.
EdGroom has been more than just an educational app. It has been a pillar of guidance and a fountain of information about every possible educational topic. From the information about the best engineering
What started as a mere website with more than few blogs, articles and suggestions is now an app with 2,000 registrations and conducted more than 30 webinars with renowned people and has lakhs of articles in it. All of this is just in a year.
EdGroom has been more than just an EdGroom.
Evening all. Good evening, Bhaskar.
Good evening, sir.
Thanks for accepting our invitation. Definitely, we are very pleased to have you on this webinar today. Good evening, students. Thanks for joining. Definitely, this is the right time for this webinar because the NEET exam is hardly a month. So definitely, this webinar will help you a lot. Last year, we have conducted 4 webinars, not 4, 5 webinars for NEET students. And we got a wonderful feedback that those webinars have really helped the students when they're preparing for their exam. So I hope this series of webinars that we are going to conduct this year, this is the first webinar we are starting today. Bhaskar is going to talk about the physics, how to prepare physics, because we all know that for NEET exam, physics is the key. So if a student get better marks in physics, definitely they are going to get better marks in NEET exam and thereby better rank. Bhaskar, before we go to webinar, let me take 2 minutes of time to tell the people what exactly we do at EdGroom. What is the purpose of this website? Just a few minutes I'll take, then we'll start this webinar.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir.
Right. So, Bhaskar, I think you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thanks so much. I request every student, please make use of this webinar. Please, if you have any questions, get ready. We can answer those questions at the end of the session. And very important today, a topper. What is her name, Bhaskar?
Aditi V. Aditi V. Aditi V.
Aditi V. Okay, she is going to share her secrets. How she scored 180 marks, right? She got 180 marks, you said, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So she is going to share all the secrets, how she got that 180 marks, all that you are going to learn in this particular webinar. So please make sure that you are staying till the end, and definitely you all going to see an important feedback from the topper, so that you'll understand how to get the better marks in the exam. So yeah, once again, I welcome you all to this wonderful evening to another interesting webinar on NEET. So what exactly EdGroom is all about? EdGroom is a social platform which provides personalized information to the students and parents to make better decisions. Definitely, we all know that people need guidance. People need what called as information to choose a better career. If they don't have information related to the career they want to choose, definitely they'll be in a position to take a wrong choice. So EdGroom provides career guidance from 8th grade to up to UG. Now, who can join EdGroom? This platform is mainly meant for students, parents, and teachers. Why students need guidance? We all know that a majority of you are BPC students. You have taken a BPC stream to score marks. I mean, to become a doctor. Okay, definitely. Before you take a decision, you need to look at all other options. For example, if I don't get into NEET exam, what are my career opportunities? I've seen a lot of students, if they are not good at mathematics, most of the parents suggest BPC. And that is one way of selecting a stream. I don't think that is the right way. Bhaskar, what do you say on that?
Yes,
Generally, do you agree with that? Majority of students who are not good at mathematics, they choose BPC. Is it true?
yes, and majority of the 85% of the students generally will happen, tends to be like that only.
Okay, so definitely that is a problem for physics teachers, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, mathematics is a very important part of to understand physics. So, dear students, that's why I'm telling you, if really good at biology, definitely it is going to help. Definitely, if you are good at mathematics, that's fantastic. So, I request everyone, please make sure that you are taking the right decision. Even I would call it as if the student failed to get a good rank in NEET exam, still there are n number of careers available for biology students. And I can tell you, biology students have more career opportunities than MPC students. And in the coming days, definitely all the medical students are going to have wonderful opportunities as the need for medicine has increased many number of times in the recent times. So definitely students, please take a decision that definitely you will enjoy it so that you will not have regret. And why parents need this type of platform? Because see, when you look at most of the parents, since they don't understand the exam pattern, the number of seats, a type of course, they'll be under stress. I've seen a lot of parents when we send their marks for JEE mains exam. They think that if a student gets 40 marks out of 100 in mains physics, they think that they're very less marks. Maybe it is maybe happening in a NEET exam also. Out of 180 marks, if a student get 100 marks, they think that why is scoring only 100 out of 180. But we all know that getting even 100 marks is very difficult in NEET exam. So similarly, parents should have a knowledge what is the exam type and what is the difficulty of the exam. If they know all these things, definitely parents also will have very good what called as clarity. So definitely I encourage parents, please be part of it. And very, very important is teachers. Why? Because majority of the students will ask questions. Since I am also teacher, yeah, I forgot to say, my name is Venkatesh Parnyam. I am the co-founder of this EdGroom and I'm a physics teacher. I have 22 years of experience. And I've seen a lot of students, and by the way, I teach only JEE Mains and the JEE Advanced. And in the past, I used to teach NEET, but right now I'm focusing only on Mains and Advanced. So I've seen a lot of parents, teachers. As a teacher, we know that students depends on us on the feedback that we give. So I request every teacher, please update your knowledge as you are updating your subject knowledge. Even other knowledge also very important because your words are very precious to the students. This is what is going to happen as of now. Our platform is providing all the important information, but very soon, hopefully in the second week of May, we are going to see a complete new EdGroom platform, and which is India's first educational community, where you can see teachers, parents, students, and institutions helping each other, sharing each other, and definitely is going to help the students a lot. To help the students, we have developed the 4 products. The first one is EdNews. As of today in this website, nearly there are 3 lakh articles. All the articles related to, you will see, you can see one screen shot there. NEET 2023, no important topics for chemistry. Just come to our website. Please put that chemistry word, or you can put specifically NEET chemistry. Definitely, you're going to see a lot of information related to NEET preparation. By just looking at that article, you can, read all the important information that your career. And the next one product that we have developed is Ed Forum, where last academic year we have answered more than 2000 questions. So dear students, if you have any question related to your course, career, exam, you please post the question. The experts are going to answer it. For example, if you want to know how many seats are there in medicine in Andhra Pradesh, or you want to know number of seats across India, which is the best medical college in Andhra Pradesh, every question that you have, please put it there. Definitely, the experts are going to answer your doubts. The next product we have developed is a blog where you have published more than 90 blogs, and these blogs are written by experts in their own domain. And definitely, these blogs will help you a lot to understanding the various career opportunities. There are success stories. There are personal development quote articles are there. Definitely, you'll enjoy them. And the last one, very important, this is Ed webinars. We conducted so far 46 webinars. You see, as I said last year, we conducted various webinars. You can see the target NEET 2022 botany webinar we conducted. We conducted physics for JEE Mains exam. This is chemistry webinar we conducted last year. And we have a lot of webinars, and even you can see the physics webinar by Bhaskar Sir, which is very helpful last year. We got a wonderful feedback for this webinar. You can now see all these webinar videos. Those who are preparing seriously for JEE Mains exam, you can watch these webinar videos in our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube channel, just put the word Edroom, you see our channel. Please subscribe it and you see all this content. And this is what we stand so far. Our website has 2,800 registered users. I told you we started 1 year back. In the last 1.5 years, we got more than 1.5 lakh visitors to our website. On average, every week, we are getting 2,500 users per website to consume this content. And as I've said in the earlier, we have 2,97,000 articles are there. You just go to the website, you can see all that. As I said, we conducted 46 webinars. All the webinars you can see on our YouTube channel. We have more than 730 plus subscribers per unit, YouTube, and we have more than 36,000 views for what called as this. And this is a very interesting news. Dear students, we have started this NEET series from this week, and next week on 16th, you have a zoology, a target zoology, how to get full marks in zoology exam, and this will be given by Krishna Kumar sir from, again, he is from Sri Chaitanya, Kakinada. And 23rd, we have a chemistry webinar. This is also for NEET exam, and this will be by Gangadhar sir. He is from Bhubaneswar. He has his own institution, very good experienced teacher. Please join with us. You're going to learn a lot from them. And on 30th, we have very, very important webinar on botany, and it will be given by NVS sir, who is a very senior faculty in Sri Chaitanya Vizag. So these are the 3 upcoming webinars. So if you attend these 4 webinars, definitely the NEET preparation becomes very easy and more useful. This is what always I say to my students and everyone. Don't follow the crowd. Choose a career where you will find happiness and no regret. Because most of the time, students want to imitate others. If somebody is joining engineering, they also want to become an engineer, whether they have interest or not. So dear student, don't do that. Don't follow anyone. I always say, don't follow the follower. As long as you follow the follower, you end up in regret, no happiness. Please choose a career which you like. In the beginning, see, the people may laugh at you. See, when the moment you said, I want to take BPC, some of your friends or some of your relatives or some of your neighbors may laugh at you because you have taken a career or a course which is very tough, they think, right? But don't worry, let them think. In the beginning, may they think like that, but at the end of the day, You are the one, you have to enjoy the course. So please take the course which you like happiness. Remember, this platform is completely free. It contains, as I said, nearly 3 lakh articles related to courses, preparation, exam, colleges, everything you can consume for free. And we conduct webinars consistently on every Sunday evening. So definitely, these are all going to help you a lot. This is all from my side. Please go to App Store and you can download the App Store from Google Play Store. Download the app from the Google Play Store. Thank you so much. And dear students, we have shared one Google form in the chat box. Please fill the chart, that form, so that we'll send you one participant certificate to your mail. And please share your feedback. Definitely, this is going to help us a lot. Please share your feedback after the webinar. I've seen good number of students join today. Thank you, students. Without wasting much time, let me introduce today's speaker. Bhaskar is a good friend of mine. Thank you, Bhaskar, for joining and for helping our students. Definitely, your webinar is going to help them a lot. Let me take a few minutes and let me introduce today's speaker. Bhaskar started his career from 2003. He worked in Narayana IIT Academy, Vizag, from 2003 to 2007. Then from 2008 to 2012, he worked in Narayana IIT Academy, Hyderabad. Then he shifted to Chaitanya in 2012. He is working there, Chaitanya in China batch from 2012 to 2017. Then from 2017, he shifted to Sri Chaitanya. Now he is teaching NEET, exclusive NEET students. So thank you so much, Bhaskar, for this wonderful experience. You have a lot of experience in the field of teaching. I hope this will help the students definitely. Without wasting much time, let me share your PPT and you can start talking. Bhaskar, you can see the screen, right?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Okay.
I can see. Right. Good evening, students. Today we are talking about what about how to handle physics for the upcoming NEET 2023, which is going to happen in a matter of you will be having a qualitatively 20 days of time is available with you. Regarding this preparation and all, how to do it, what is the importance and all, we'll go by one. Before going that, let us have a look on just recent past 3 years exclusive concentration. Last year it happened thrice, 2 times NEET 2022 happened, and one is on overseas. So there are 3 papers exclusive last year happened, and before that also 2016, 415 there will be repetition of the papers conducted twice, thrice like last year. Then basing on the analysis, let us say have a look on the NEET analysis first, then step by step where we have to focus, which part of the what you call areas, what are the most scoring areas, what are the important formulas, why the NCERT examples or exemplars are so important. Point by point we'll discuss each and every. Sir, we'll go for analysis, paper analysis.
Yes, I think you can see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, can you go to the second slide, sir?
No, you are unable to see the screen. The analysis.
Yeah, yes, sir. You have to click the slide number 3, sir.
Yeah, this is slide number 3, Bhaskar. You are unable to see the screen.
I am unable to see, sir. Just
okay. Let me share it again, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll share it again. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll make it easy.
See here, exclusively last year what happened is out of 50 bits, regarding COVID, we had a choice of section A and section B. Last year, out of 50 questions, 30 questions are asked from second year part. That is called class 12. Only 20 questions are asked from first year part. So the percentage is 60 and 40. And regarding generally from AAPMT 2000, before 2016 it is called AAPMT. The trend of the papers, how they are designing is basing on the NCRT people, like CBSE people, class 12 people. They are focusing on more than 55%. They are asking from second year part, class 12. 45 to 43%, sometimes 40% like last year. They'll be focusing on class 11 classes topics. So last year, if you observe here, like if you go through this what you call sheet, the last three columns, if you observe here, majority of the part of modern physics, so there is a weightage of around 5 to 6. Modern physics means starting from dual nature, atoms, nuclei, including semiconductors. So there is a weightage of around 5 to 6 questions based on the modern physics. And in second year, current electricity is nowadays from past 3-4 years, current electricity is part of what you call making one of the major role. The drift speed, drift velocity, basing on the questions and resistance and resistivity, the first part up to color code, definitely they are asking continuously. They are from past 2 years, they're asking a different question from that area, and basing on that one, that is one of the important chapter one we have to concentrate. And later on, magnetic effects. If you observe here, one by one analysis here, observe here, then majority of the portion, that means what to do with this analysis and all from past 10 years or latest from past previous 4 or 5 years, means it is very clear that and especially for the student second year part, what they are going for the board exams, if they are done with their board exams very clearly, 70% of the objective is already done in the board exams only. So concentration must be given to class 12 part. That is what this continuous analysis of what I call recent 10 years is giving information for us. Correct? So this is about, so concentrate more on class 12 and effective areas on class 11. That is what we have to extract from the NEET papers, previous papers. Sir, can we go ahead, sir, for that?
Yes, yes, I'll go to next one.
Means last year, include without, you leave about the choice, 30 questions means 30 into 4, 120 marks are exclusively asked from class 12. 80 marks only asked from what I call class 11. Sir, can I go to the next slide, sir?
Yes, Bhaskar. Formulae and their importance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is it visible to everybody? Slide number 4.
Yeah.
In my screen, it's still showing slide number 3, sir.
Okay. Okay. So again, I'll share it, right? Why is there the problem? Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Previously now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Regarding this NEET pattern of examination, why, sir? Why we have to do with the formulae and what is their importance? Means in NEET, majority means we'll see the analysis right now. There will be questions which are basing on simple formula based and 1 or 2 step solvation. So direct formula applications, there are asking questions, definitely 27 to 31 questions from past recent 10 years on going through each and every question and all. We got the analysis that there are 27 to 31 questions basing purely on formula and 1 step or 2 step calculations only. So this formula based questions, which students can do in a minute or 1.5 minutes, max 2 minutes. That means out of 45 questions, definitely the least possible questions is 25, the maximum possible are 31 or 32. Basing on these questions, everybody can do if they are strong in the formula part. And a little bit calculation, not a heavy calculation also involved in these questions. That's why it is definitely advised for the students, get all your formula at one place and how to go with them. Like see here, keep the list of formula at one place and revise them. So collect, you may write a short notes on the formula, you may collect all the formulas, and we are not going for what you call all the specified area. When in the entire textbook, I am not saying to mug up all the formulas. In the next slides, we have given certain areas. If you are strong in those areas, collect the formula lesson by lesson and keep it a place. And after that one, what you have to do is practice those formulas, and just by what you call, don't read the formula, don't mug up the formula. Then know each and every term what is there in the formula. For example, we are having a, you take a drift speed is VD is I by NE, simple formula. What is drift speed? What is that small n is there? What is capital A stands? If you know what each and every physical quantity contained in the formula, and then means knowing the quantities and learning the formula, this first important thing. And next one is you have to practice these formulas. The consistency is the only key. Then how to do it? Every day you make a definite time, either in the morning or evening. You yourself free that particular time. It may take a max half an hour to 40 minutes to revise all the formula. Then collect all the formulas at one place. After collecting it consistently without missing a single day, if you can do for at least 10 to 15 days, definitely those formulas will be with you at least up to the NEET examination. That is sufficient for you. After that, no need to worry about that. So keep a formula list and know the familiar to the all the terms and what you call available in the formula, and learn them with consistency. This is the first important. Why the formulas are so important means we'll come across. Right, sir. We'll go to the next slide.
Yes.
Importance of NCERT example problems. Some NCERT examples also given. Why we are focusing, why we have to go for this NCERT example problems. Example problems, don't think that there are typical or hard example problems also there. We need to concentrate, because out of 45 questions, 70% of the paper means definitely 30 to 32 bits are simply basing on anybody can solve those. Especially, I'm not talking about biology now. I'm talking about physics. 70, the least possibly 60%, the highest possibly 70% are basing on simple substitution, and basing on that, no need to go through all the solid examples from NCERT. We'll focus on certain areas. We'll show in at last. In those areas, go through the solid examples which are in the order of what you call a simple, like a level 1, level 2 range only. Don't go for the what you call typical or difficult solid example problems. Right. Then we'll go through it one by one. Why the importance? See here. Last year paper, direct from NCERT, some are exercise 1 or 2 exercise problems. Majority are they given from what you call solid examples. So direct NCERT, they have given 24 problems basing exclusively from NCERT textbook. 24 problems. And if you go through each and every these 24 problems, they are simple applications basing on simple graphs, simple applications. These are, if you practice 1 or twice, definitely you can what you call definitely remember those similar kind of concepts also you can solve basing on these. So see, we'll go through next in the slides one by one. And indirect means not the same numerical, the same context or what you call the concept. They are asked about 15 questions are there. And directly from NCERT exemplar, in exemplar also in NEET from past 2-3 years, they are focusing or giving which are at surface level bits only, which are not at deeper level. So means exemplar problem means don't get the idea that they'll be tough, no one can understand, not like that. Pick up those example problems which are simply formula based and application based. And previous JEE mains also, they have given simple application from JEE mains also. Previous NEET also from 2009, 2011, 12, 16, 18, they pick up the easy, which can be done by majority of the students. They again that kind of. So this table is very clearly saying that focusing on specified areas of NCERT example and exemplar problems definitely will boost up your confidence, and those are definitely giving you a good success for you. Right, so we'll go to the next one. Right, what are the questions last year? Just we'll have a look on some number of questions based on the time availability, from which what you call chapter, which page we have they have given and all. We'll have a look on that. Right, so we'll go to the next slide. See here, this is basing on from chapter semiconductors, half-wave rectification. See, this is based on what we call direct NCRT. They given it is not a difficult thing. Half-wave rectifier, same frequency, full-wave rectifier, frequency will be doubled. This is a simple question they asked from directly from NCRT, including that question number. Just a numerical got changed. Next. See here, this is from the chapter rotational motion. And if you observe here also, this topic from the past 2016, 17, 18, then what happens is here, they are basing on circular motion, concentrating on circular motion, basing on angular velocities, angular accelerations, basing on circular motion, they are picking the questions. This question is also basing on circular motion, but picked up from what we call the chapter rotational motion. Observe here, same question as it is question copy and paste. It is not a difficult one, simple application based question. So see how the things will happen in a smooth way if you concentrate on the basic what you call examples available in the NCRT. Go to the next one, sir. See here, this is directly from what you call this is basing on energy, what you call electrostatic energy stored in the system. This is a direct question from what you call NCRT. See, it is a this also just a bit. It will take another 2-3 steps for calculation, numericals and all. This is what directly they are asking from NCRT. Next one, sir. See here, this is related to what you call this one. They are asking about what you call magnetic flux. Just numericals changed, everything is same. Similar kind of what you call NCRT. It is not direct, it is indirectly they ask about this one. Next. And this is anybody can answer this question. What do you call in freely falling, but directly from example 3.6 motion straight line. See how last year paper is almost they just picked up and dumped in the examination paper from NCERT examples. Next, sir. This is from nuclear chapter. Observe here directly what they are asking about. Just numerical change. They are given what they ask about sodium, and here ask about another material like this one. So it is basing on just it is not directly, it is related. And previous that equation 13.23. Observe here as is cut and paste what they are asking. So just observe the things. It is not an example one. It is directly from the equation, some of the areas they are asking. Next one. Here this one. Observe here. This is also basing on electromagnetic induction. So far last year, electromagnetic induction, what the question they asked are both are basing on simple. One is basing on flux, another is basing on induced EMF and current. This chapter is an easy chapter and definitely a go-getting chapter. Means definitely you will get without an into mark, you will get full marks for this one. Next one. This one, this is directly observe here, basing on what you call center of mass. Even though it is not there, directly simple students can easily able to solve this problem without any what you call these kind of problems are they are continuously asking in the what you call NEET examination. Next. See, and last year what happened is out of 20 questions, this is a very interesting factor. In 2021 and 2019, what they are focusing is especially from the chapter, so-called the first chapter, everybody will look at the chapter in an easy way. What they are asking is last year especially 4 questions are asked from directly from units and dimension, and no question is not at all a typical one or a difficult one. 4 questions is directly 16 marks. It will be in your pocket. Before last year they asked about 3 questions. And what is the importance of learning this dimension formula now? Means it will be important sometimes. For example, if you are going for the work power energy chapter, they will ask questions like this. Engine is there, which is delivering a constant power. Then, what is the displacement of the object? How it is related to what do you call the time. They'll ask questions like this one. Then what we have a simple, instead of solving that, going for like MPC student, going for derivatives and integrations, we can do one thing. We have the formula, dimensional formula for power as m L square T minus 3. Mass of the object is constant, power is constant. Then from that simple what we call dimensional formula, we can say that L square T minus 3 is constant. Then you can say L is proportional T power 3 by 2, means displacement is proportional T power 3 by 2. How such a simple way we can solve, even though it is involving a mathematically derivative part or integration part, with the help of what you call dimensional formulas and all, we can able to arrive at a simple conclusion. So this particular chapter is going to play a very, very important role. Not only dimensional formula, and they're asking about errors in a very simple way. The standard x is a plus b, a minus b, a by b, a plus a into b. Basing on simple things, errors they are asking. And one more important is in 2009 and also they stressed about problems basing on screw gauge. So a simple basic least count problems measurement. If you try hardly 4 or 5 problems, it will be very easy basing on that. This year, along with what I call errors part and dimensional analysis part, we are expecting maybe there may be a question from vernier calipers or screw gauge. So look on to that particular area also along with this one. Next slide. And this is chapter basing on work for energy. Such an easy one. Previously, this asked in 2020 also. Similar kind, just numerical changes. Similar kind, simply they asked in 2020 also. Next. All these are directly asked from NCERT. And see, observe here, everybody knows equipotential surface field is always perpendicular to equipotential surface. This is a point, but asked as a what they call made a numerical from NCERT directly. So they framed sentence-based question framing. Everybody can answer this one with a simple basic minimum what do you call concept knowledge. Next slide. This one, last year, this particular one, they asked in section 1. So majority of the students, some people went for what I call second option, first option. Like some people got face a bit difficulty in this particular question. This is also clearly based from NCERT. They are saying electrostatic force, where electrostatic force charges is scalar and current element ideal bar is the vector. Basing on the simple thing observed directly from NCERT, they ask this question. So 1 or 2 questions out of how many questions they are asking directly, 1 or 2 questions which are they are taking the concept and twisting a little bit. Such kind of questions, hardly how many there? Out of 45, 3 or 4 will be there. What we want first, if we can able to cover those 30 to 32 questions without any mistake and with a positive mindset, you are already halfway done. Remaining time you have to manage that one. So observe here what kind of questionnaire they are asking, where they are picking up, what kind of areas they are asking. Everything is very clear. You require a bit focus and a bit of hard work in the past, coming 20 days. Next slide. Here, this particular, I can definitely say, people who will concentrate the first part of current history, hardly it is basing on before the color coding and resistance and resistivity. There are 2 pages. From those 2 pages, from past 3 years, continuously from 2 pages, they asked about graph, they asked about theory part, they asked a direct problem from color coding before last year also. So just basing from 2 pages, they are extracting so much. So this first part of current history is plays an important role, and which is also related to drift speed concept also. So that is the area, one of the area you have to concentrate much more. Next. This is also basing on what I call, they asking about dipole electric field. Till last year, they are focusing on flux and all. Last year, a bit change, they're asking about what I call basing on dipole. So Basing on dipoles and torque, it is not a typical topic because it is already covered in magnetism also. So if you can correlate magnetism dipole, and here in dipole concept, it will be easy. Comparative study is very, very important. Next. Can we go for a next? Yes, sir. Observe here, this is basing on errors. This is basing on errors. It is not directly asked from this one, but they ask about basing on what you call a similar kind of question. So it is not direct from NCERT based question. And one can do here, everybody knows, he is asking about what you call a round of the correct area. If you observe here, in 55.3 significant figures, in 25 there are 2. In multiplication or division, answer should be contain the least number of significant digits. Which number contains given number? 25 contains 2, so the answer must contain only 2 digits. Without putting a pen also, directly you can go for option 1. So see, the simple basics, those rules, addition, multiplication, division, subtraction, simple basic rules, definitely you can score the answer for that. Next, sir. Right, directly from NCERT exam plus, what they have given, and see what the level of the question they are picking up. This is the question directly. It will be available in normal also. Everybody can do, which is isobaric, which is adiabatic process, same initial to same final steps. It is not a typical one. A bit comparative study between all the different processes is required. This is also directly from NCERT. Next, sir. Can you move to the next one, sir?
Yeah.
And see, this question is directly picked up from NCERT. Directly. It is directly picked up from NCERT only. And it is not a solid example. It is an what I call problem basing on what I call a exam plus picked up from something. Means it is not a direct one. We already discussed 3-4 bits will be a bit. It is not a difficult one, but a kind of different one. Next, sir. See here, this is the question directly basing on NCERT example. Logic gates is the most promising and most important topic. Every student can solve. No one can never lose any what you call single bit from this topic. This is very, very important. This is also direct one. And what are the from previous mains? Everybody thinks that we are in the program of NEET. What happens? Why the what do you call difficulty level of main questions also what do you call very difficult? The level of the questions are different. People will feel that. But from past 3-4 years, you observe mains papers are on par with NEET. They are not having that much standard also. Then from the topics and from that as it is conducted by NTA, they picked up that questions also and simply dumped into NEET. Can you share the next screen, sir? See here, this is mains 2020 question. Directly they are asked about what the wavelength range and all. Basing on it, it's a direct question. It's not difficult one. Just remembering the data from that particular chapter. Next one, sir. And what are the questions from directly which are asking from previous year questions also NEET based on. We'll go to the next slide. Here, it is basing on phase 2. They asked about, they conducted in 2020 phase 2. Some students are missing this one. Basing on that one, they asked. It is also basing on lens maker's formula. It is not a difficult, but a bit calculation is involved. For that, we need to practice that. Next. Observe here, it is this topic basing on in SHM. Majority they are asking about either energies or simple pendulums basing on time period or basing on what you call the when they will be in what you call in phase. These questions, these are directly from previous basic questions, but numericals a bit changed. These both from mains what you call 2013 at the point of mains, and this one is there prelims basing on previous one. Next, sir. See, this is the strategy. Hot question directly 24. In 24, if you leave 2-3 questions also, 20 questions everybody can do directly, which are easy at level, and indirectly what do you call numerical range. Out of 15, at least you pick up only 5 questions, sir. Then 25 questions everybody can solve without any hesitation and without any what you call tension. These 25 questions can be solved within a matter of 45 minutes, sir. And that is the level of the paper what available for us. Can you go to the next one, sir? Right. Basing on this one, what we need to do, what we have to do for the coming NEET 2023, what is the strategy? Sir, already it is there. Today is already 9th, tomorrow is 10th. From 10th to 30th, we are having 21 days are there. Last 1 week we'll spend on our own like this one. Then what to do? Which areas you have to focus on? We are showing the areas. Then what you need to do is these areas are there. Go for those areas. Pick up the then go through the NCERT solid examples which are not a typical ones, and basing on these areas, get all the formulas related to these areas, put it at one place, and revise these what you call formulas coming for 10 to 15 days, and work on previous NEET problems, solid examples, and basing on NCERT, and whatever which organization you are studying. Then go through face all kinds of what they call tests what they are conducting grant, especially grant tests, and each and every question from those, if you can do these in a perfect manner, these 20 days is definitely going to be minimum of 120 140 will be in your pocket regarding physics. 120 getting at the pressurized situation NEET is not a simple thing. So plan it and work definitely what do you call work on that area. Can you go to the areas? Right. In class 11 means this is very clear. What are the areas, possibilities where you can score? This is the areas regarding class 11. Units and dimension, already discussed. Dimension formula errors, those are at easy level. Don't take them easy way. Practice them in such a way that there will be no mistake while solving what do you call going for the next level examination or GTs whatever facing, and focus on screw gauge as well as vernier calipers also this year. Solve at least 4 to 5 solid examples are related to available with you. Make a note and practice that part also this year. Along with errors and dimension formula, there may be chance of asking from either screw gauge or vernier calipers. We are expecting, so do that also. This is very units and dimension is a must chapter. You can never go with a negative answer also. And regarding this what we call mechanics part, in this one what you need to do is we are having the first part what we call motion in straight line, motion in plane, and what we call circular motion is a part of motion in plane, and it will be covered in rotatory motion also, and system of particles, and related to what we call this loss of motion work potential. In these areas, they are asking hardly one bit, especially if you go for connected bodies, apparent weight tension. So those are directly asking from NCERT basic questions only. So if you can do those and practice these areas from these chapters are very big. Then focus on these specified areas only. Then definitely no need, you can never waste your time. You have to focus majority on the class 12 part. In class 11, particular only specified areas, if you can do it, means there are 28 chapters, then no need to go through all the 28 chapters completely. Selectively, if you can choose and solve, especially in this space, what we are saying mechanics, first part of mechanics up to work for energy, definitely go through solid examples, previous nature. Those models are more than sufficient to crack these problems in the NEET examination. Next, sir. Now, and this is one of the most promising chapter was system of particles and gravitation. Definitely, I can say that gravitation, no student will never lose a mark. It is basing on small g and capital G relations, weight of the object. That is a simple one. Everybody can do it. And especially they are asking about gravitational potential, escape orbital velocities, and basing on energy of satellites. What we can do is you can correlate these energy of satellites with Bohr orbit energy of the electron also. If you do the comparative study, it will be easy for you. So NHM satellites is the measure the entire gravitation. If you go through solid examples and previous NEET, that is much more than sufficient. Gravitation, 100%. There is no question of losing any marks. And system of particles, basing on torques and moments, definitely this is one of the promising area. From past 3-4 years, they're making much stress on that, basing on tau equal I alpha or balancing the moments and all. And especially moment of inertia, you have to practice moment of inertia, like the cavity problems, a simple ring and disc spheres and all based. Definitely, there will be promising 100% one question from moment of inertia and basing on simple torque applications. So these two chapters are very important, and especially in SHM, simple pendulum basic questions and energies, kinetic energy, potential energy, those areas are sufficient. No need to go with extensive applications. If you touch these two areas, that is more than sufficient. So what I can say, like units and dimension, the area gravitation is also very important. System of particles also, these areas what we specified are as important as like units and dimension. Next. And regarding from past years, they're more focusing on properties of what mechanical properties of fluids. They are more focusing rather than asking problems based on mechanical properties of solids. But till 2014-15, till that time, they asked about Young's modulus, strain energy, and bulk modulus, simple related. However, this year, Young's modulus basing on elongation questions and all, focus which are simple, previous NEET and solid examples of the NCERT. Work on that is sufficient. And a bit work on strain energy. Don't spend much time on that particular chapter, because whatever available in the previous NEET and what are available in the NCERT example problems are sufficient for mechanical properties solids. Regarding fluids, work on surface tension, capillarity applications, that area you have to concentrate. Apart from what you call Bernoulli's theorem. And 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, if you observe in a row all these papers, specific application and specific concentration they are putting on terminal velocity related problems. What is the ratio of terminal velocity? So when the drops are measured, and the ratio of the momentum of the drops, ratio of their kinetic energies, heat generated. What happens if the weight of the fluid medium is, or the density of the fluid medium is changed? How the terminal speed is going to change? All this. So this particular terminal velocity area and Bernoulli's applications, dynamic lift, basing on that areas, and especially capillary. These four areas, you have to concentrate a bit more. Definite mark will be there, and surface tension is easy chapter to the problems. Numericals also, they are not giving heavy calculation from this particular chapters. So don't worry about numerical calculation. At the end, how to fasten these 20 days, how to grip in the numerical calculation also we'll discuss at the last. And coming into what I call waves. In this particular chapter, don't touch all the topics. Just concentrate on organ pipes, Doppler effect, and beats. This particular area, how they are related. They are relating this organ pipes, beats together, and definitely promising is Doppler effect. Don't go for superposition and all waves at a rigid boundary, free boundary. That kind of stuff they are not at all concentrating. These three areas are sufficient from the topic called waves. Next slide. And this is very important in this heat part, and it is very easy. Simple applications basing on delta L is L alpha delta theta, and two rods having equal expansion, the difference in their length remains constant. That kind of topics. Simple gap to be left in between the rails, or basing on the inner diameter, outer diameter, how much, those kinds of simple change in a fractional change in moment of inertia, fractional change in length, simple applications. And that pendulum problems also they can ask basing on simple applications. So concentrate thermal expansion of solids much more. And regarding liquids and gases, they are combining gases along with KTG basing on internal energy problem related problem. So don't much worry about expansion of liquids. It is the least possible area stressed, and what you can just one of the area you can touch is anomalous expansion of water. And what happens to volume question of expansivity of water at 0 to 4 degrees, at 4 degrees, and more than 4 degrees? Those that theory based you need to, and basing on triple point, go through the box item very clearly given in what I call NCERT textbook, and they will ask at triple point if pressure only increase, what happened, which state of water is available, that kind of theory parts they are asking. So more majority of the concentration in the heat part, that is called thermal expansion of materials, you have to give for Newton's law of cooling and Stephen's law, Wien's law and Newton's law of cooling, and what you call thermal conductivity, rods in series, junction temperature. These three areas and Stephen's law, these are the four prominent and promising areas, definitely basing on Wien's law, Newton's law of cooling, and thermal conductivity. Those are the simplest ones. And thermal conductivity is related to what we call resistors in series and the parallel combination like that. Correlate these two areas again. So it will be very much easy for you. This heat transfer is a most promising area. Minimum 2 bits are coming from this particular topics of heat transfer. And basing on thermodynamics, just go through the PV graphs. Heat engine refrigerator is a must one, very promising one. And basing on internal energy, it is related, they are combining with what we call kinetic theory of gases along with thermodynamic applications. So concentrate this area also, right? And those are the specified areas. Don't do too much beyond those areas. Go through solid example, which are level 1, simple level only, and go through previous meter. And regarding class 12, we can say that majority of the students they have to concentrate class 12 compared to class 1, because more than 55% of the what you call questions are coming from class 12 only, and class 12 easily means 27 to 30 questions are appearing from class 12 only. So definitely basing on class 12, out of assume they have given 27 only, then you leave about how many hard questions are typical questions are they are asking a bit twisted means 3 to 4 only. You leave about 10 questions. Then remaining 17, 18 questions everybody can solve, which are readily available in front of in the form of previous NEET or similar concepts, or which are related to what you call solid examples. So there you can score majority 80 to 100 marks you can grab from second year itself only. So concentrate class 12 at a very, very focused rate. You can go through this one. In class 12, observe carefully this electric potential concept, just like gravitation also, correlate these two concepts. They are asking on combination of energies, and dielectric is placed, it is half filled or fully filled like this one. Like these areas they are asking, these are the particular areas. And this year, a bit more, last year, before last year also, dipole is placed on non-uniform electric field. So those are the areas possibility of asking questions. And especially apply basing on flux and Gauss law related problems and all, go through this one. This is this electric potential capacitors related with what you call E and V relations. From past 2013-14, regularly they are asking basing on the models E is minus dV by dx application, they are asking force and all. So concentrate this particular area, especially secondary electricity. If you concentrate, majority you can crack from electricity part, entire electricity part. Next page. Current density, as I told, this is a very, very important topic. Electrical power, and these first 4 points relate drift speed, color code, resistors, VA curves, resistivity, and electrical power. These are the areas are much more important. Concentrate on these, and especially basing on meter bridge means which are what I call based on what I call networks, Kirchhoff law, and all networks basing on the problems. So you have to go through solid examples. So this is the prominent current electricity. I am once again what you call stressing on this particular current electricity. 2 to 3 pages basing on VA curves and resistance instituted color code. Don't leave. You have to go through each and every sentence, each and every word of those 3 pages. That is one of the basing on drift speed and all. Much more concentrating area. Next up. And moving charge and magnetism. Don't do too much on this chapter. Simply learn what is the magnetic field due to circular conductor, straight conductor, combination, and magnetic force experienced with charged particles due to external magnetic fields. Just go with the flow of recent NEET vertical papers and solid examples. And concentration a bit on this year solenoid and toroid applications, like toroid inside the core of toroid, outside and inside the toroid. Those areas they are available solid examples, very good number and very interesting problems have been in NCERT, simple problems. Go through this. So this chapter, if you do it, is a very simple chapter, and it is also a promising one. Next, Lana. Next, sir. And regarding magnetism matter, from past 3-4 years, last year they asked about what you call not that much in magnetism and all. So they are asked about only what is the dip angle, something like this one. So before 2017, 18, 19, they are stressed on what you call this earth magnetism. So basing on dip and dip circle problems related to dip angles at equator and magnetic equator and all, go through that area. That area, because they already asked previous 3-4 years and they are not been asked in the past, recent last year and before last year. So that area again they can go concentration and all. And apart from that one, we not mentioned here, but we are expecting any possibility of graphical based questions on susceptibility related, hysteresis curves. Hysteresis curve, what you call ferromagnetic material based. So this is the one of the area. Then just again go through it. The topic itself is easy one. And what is the why we are marking this EMA in a green color means this is also one of the important topic and easy topic. Basing on transformer, simple applications of what I call a ease minus defiability problems related. Go through that one. Those are more than sufficient. Next, sir. And AC circuits are simple. If you do LCR, LC and CR and LR will be covered. And quality factor at resonance basing on graphically and half power peak points, those related areas focus very clearly. And this year, last year, they asked about what you call the wavelength range of electromagnetic waves and all. And this year, properties of AM waves like energy density, intensity of the electromagnetic waves and all, those areas cover. And especially this year, again, from past 2 years, they are not asked about average energy densities and related problems and all. So this is one of the promising topic. They may again introduce some simple applications based on energy density of electric field, magnetic field of entire electromagnetic wave. This is the area concentrated in this one. Next, sir. And these two topics which are in front of you, every student can go through this one without any tension, because they are in the first year chemistry and second year physics. Especially these are the two topics. I can say these particular areas concentrated. You can do it in a matter of 2-3 hours. You can finish entire these two chapters. These are the promising areas. Next, sir. And regarding this one, nuclei, continuously they asked about radioactivity. From past 5-6 years, they're asking about radioactivity continuously. Last year, a little bit for a change, they asked about nuclear reaction, that too directly from NCERT textbook. They picked up from the equations. And this year, possibility we are expecting maybe any question on pair annihilation, pair production, frequency of the gamma ray emitted like this related. So radioactivity also this year, chance of again asking and all. So go through this area. Nuclei, if you practice, it will be very easy chapter. And regarding the semiconductors, you have to concentrate. Exclusive drive should be done on the topic of logic gates, and especially theory part. How the current electricity theory questions they're asking from the 2-3 pages. This PN junction, basing on half-wave rectification, full-wave rectification, biasing, drift speed, diffusion current, drift current, and all these related areas. So go through PN junction theory part exclusively. This is the thing. Next. Done, sir. This one. This is about the second year. So majority concentration must be going to second year. And can we go to the next slide, sir? Available there. Right. That one. Sir. Optics. One optics is left over, sir. You can go for the slide, sir. 49 slide. We are unable to see that slide, sir. 49. Yes. And don't stress much on the topic of ray optics. Give stress on wave optics. That too, Young's a double-slit experiment basing on simple applications and mu is equal to tan v Brewster's law theory and simple related problems. And in ray optics, solve the basic applications of prism problems, total interreflection, and a bit calculation involved based on lens pattern. Don't stress much on ray optics. Concentrate on VDSC. In ray optics also, these three areas only concentrate and not to a deeper level. I'm very clearly saying, Nana, go through previous NEET and go through solid examples. So that idea is more than sufficient to solve the answers in the NEET examination with a lot of confidence. Next slide. Now, we have done through the areas. Now, what we have to do, how to attempt, see, learning phase is a one different one, practice is a different one, and the mindset part is very, very important. How to manage those 3 or 20 minutes in the main NEET examination, that is the main important thing. What we have to, so time management and mind management also very, very important. For what to do that particular area, how to do it means, let's go through that. Then, see, whatever we are doing in the, what you call your college routine exams or duties and all, you are doing because you are already, what you call, familiar with the place and all. But when you are going to, what you call, a certain different place where you are now not visited, then you have to make some important things keep in mind. Like, first one, don't feel anxious about anything and don't expect that the paper will be difficult. Some people will say, around people, they don't know about paper. After 520 only everybody knows what is the paper. Outside people will come to know that you are the person, you going to, what do you call, see the paper because you are at the paper. After 520 the entire world knows. So don't listen to anybody's, what do you call, what they're saying about this and that all. Don't go for any nonsense kind. Don't listen to anybody. Don't get anxious about anything. And don't expect anything. Just focus on. Then keep your mind fresh and be alert. If particular area, any like biology or especially I'm talking about physics, if any particular bit are taking time consuming, don't waste time at that point. Be alert. It is a competitive exam. You can solve the toughest bit, but not at the expense of what you call your admission into NEET, into medical college. So keep in mind that it is a competitive world. How smart you will act, that is much more important. That's why be alert. Keep your mind always fresh. Don't think too much on this one. And don't hurry in reading the question. Don't hurry. Because once you are reading the question, means everything, the data, the important thing is the question is the important factor. If you understand the question, we can solve or we can get the answer at a easy rate. So concentrate, read the question completely, underline the important areas or any data, what are the parameters they are given, those areas, underline it. Then your mind will be focused. Okay, what is asking, what is the data given, what is asking. Immediately the related formula will get come to, okay, this is the formula I have to apply. For example, they are asking viscous force, oh, give me 658 RV, or they are asking terminal velocity, or they are asking drift speed, or they are maybe asking basing on a simple meter bridge problem, like this one. So when you are going to underline the specified important areas and the parameters what they are given, then definitely your focus will be on the question. Keen observation will be developed. That is important factor to solve the objectives. And when some questions are there, then what you can do is by elimination method, out of 4, 2 options can be eliminated. You have to develop the method of elimination also for certain type of question, but for not, don't go for all the questions. And when you are in doubt, it is not a weekend paper or it is not a local paper, it is not a GT examination conducted in your institute or college. It is a main examination, it is a competitive examination. Minimum 17 to 18 lakhs people are writing. So you are one here, 18 lakh people are here. Then think that don't guess any answers. If you are sure, if you can solve it, solve it. Otherwise, round it off. Maybe in the second round, you may get the idea, okay, then idea will develop on this one. So don't spend too much time on unknown questions. If you are not sure about the concept, you don't know the concept, don't attempt that particular bit, don't waste time on the particular bit. Next. Right, here, observe here. There will be at least 25, 28 questions based on formula or 1 or 2 step solvation. So what I have to do, if I am a student, if I am attempting the particular paper, then what I have to do is in this competitive world, out of 45 questions, you have to pick up the questions which can be solved in a minute or less than 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. So identify the problems. When you are going through, your mind will automatically say, this is the basic on. Immediately while reading the question, underlining the data, whether at the point of time, can you solve that or not, you will come to know that. Then what you have to do is, if you can solve it, immediately solve it, finish that one. If you are in doubt, round it off or leave. Then pick up those. I am very clearly saying, out of 45, the least possible is 28. The highest possible, I am taking here an average 25, 28. Highest possible is 32 questions. So 25 to 32 questions, everybody can solve. They are at a simple one-step application, which can be finished in a matter of 45 minutes. So first concentrate on those. Then you will be at certain level without any tension. Mind will be in a good phase and you will be out of tension. And identify the question. That's what I'm telling the second step. Then don't waste time on what I call a typical questions or lengthy questions. Round off them. If you can get an idea, you can solve it or leave it. Doesn't matter for us. This is the thing. How to what I call time management and question management in the NEET examination. Next slide. Order of attempting the paper. What you have to do is first round. Why I am saying first round means in all subjects, what you have to do is don't stuck at a particular problem irrespective of the subject. You have to go through first one round. You can do one thing. Out of 3 or 20 minutes, what you can do is you can divide the entire time into half and half. Means 100 minutes. In 100 minutes, definitely there will be questions. 100 to 120 questions you can finish within 100 minutes. That means first half of the examination part, everybody who is attempting the NEET examination can finish 100 questions in a matter of 90 to 110 minutes. So pick up those areas, those questions first. Then you will come to know that whether biology is easy or chemistry is easy or physics is easy, where I can grab the marks. So that is very, very important. Rather than sitting at one place and keep on wasting time, in this competitive world, you have to go through all the questions. Okay, then you will definitely 100 to 100 questions will be there. Everybody can solve. Those can be done 90 to 110 minutes. So concentrate on those questions. Clear out those questions. Then automatically you will be having what you call some faith and some confidence on a particular topic, particular subject. Then next go for this particular. Then normal order what will go is biology, chemistry, and physics. In second order, if chemistry and biology are better than physics, so go for that. Or physics is easier, then go for. Last year what happened? Biology happened to be lengthy, and they went for chemistry. They stuck at chemistry and little bit twist are given. Physics was easy. Nobody noticed that. Why? Because they have not gone through entire paper in the first half of the time. That is the problem. Happens to be what we call last year. Majority of the student at least, sir, I can do another 50, 60 marks. I can get it in physics, sir, but I could not have the particular proper time and all management. So it is very clear. First round, go through normal pattern, and second round, pick up where you are comfortable. That is nothing but time management. That's it, sir. Thank you, sir. And much more important is, let us have what you call Aditi is there. She will talk about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very. Before Aditi, you just take over. Let me summarize this. The Bhaskar, excellent way of narration. You have shared a very important information to the students because in the beginning you have shown what is the importance of NCERT textbook. Then you shown clearly why you should focus more on second year part. And very important, you have shown clearly which question came from NCERT. Is it a word example? Is it taken from sentence? That analysis, I think, will help the students a lot. Why we started physics in the beginning itself? Because so that now they can implement all these things. Because the physics need much more practice than other subjects. So I think, dear students, we have understood very well what the sir explained. And even the previous year question, Bhaskar, even as I said, I'm teaching JEE Mains exam. You know what we do? We prepare NEET papers. I ask my students to solve NEET papers because we have seen a lot of questions coming from the previous NEET exam. So definitely both NEET exam and JEE Mains exam are conducted by NTA only. They're giving a lot of similar questions in both exams. So dear student, please follow these tips given by the Bhaskar Sir, and definitely I promise, definitely you're going to get 140, 150 marks. Getting in physics is not easy. I mean, not difficult at all by following this. Yeah, now we want to listen from Aditi. If you don't mind, can you switch on your video? If you have a problem, it's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that's very good. Thank you so much, Miss. Aditi, congratulations. First, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Aditi Guru, and I scored 700 out of 720 in the last meet.
Everybody, can you clap for her? Please put the clap. Amazing. That's amazing. Yes.
My rank was 50, All India 50,
Wow.
and my state rank was 4 last year.
Oh, very good, very good. So where are you now? That's exactly where you are studying now.
I am in AIMS Delhi now, like first year MBBS.
So I think that is the dream college for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So definitely, Aditi, I must congratulate you. That is
Thank you, sir.
just the task you achieved. Why? Because NEET is a very complex exam, and I came to know this year more than 20 lakh students are appearing for NEET exam. It seems 22 lakh students are appearing for NEET exam. That's fantastic. Can you share your what called as the preparation? Or when did you decide you want to become a doctor? At what age?
In like 9th and 10th, till then I was pursuing tennis. Like that was my primary perseverance. But like after 9th and 10th, I was like, I will go for medical.
Is there any motivation for that?
Both my parents are doctors. So I've
Wow.
always been surrounded by all of that. So that
Is
was
it
always
compulsion or interest?
No, this is interest. They in fact told me that do not do MBBS. It will take long hours, a long course. If you do not have interest, don't pursue it. But I had interest, so I chose.
Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. I've seen a lot of even doctors are advising their kids not to go for medicine because it is highly competitive. There is a lot of pressure, and because the days are gone now, everybody wanted to become a doctor. There's a lot of pressure is happening, and competition has increased a lot. You see, you got 700 out of 720. That's amazing. I'm very happy. Last year also, we got one girl who is doing her MBBS in Bhubaneswar AIMS, Tanisha. So it's a fantastic. Yes. Aditi, tell me, you said you decided in 9th and 10th because your parents are doctors and you also wanted to become a doctor and you started aiming for it in 10th class, you said, right? I mean, 9th and 10th class. Now, what was the plan that you followed from the, because these students, your juniors, they are all preparing seriously in another 2 weeks or 3 weeks, so they're going to write exam. Can you give us some tips for them how they should prepare What are the pros? What are the cons they should follow?
Since now there's only 1 month left, all I would say is believe in whatever you've read till now and try to write as many mock tests as possible, as many full syllabus tests as possible, because at the end, on the NEET day, you have to work on autopilot mode. Like you do not have to think about, oh, I have to put in this much time for this. You should not plan your strategy then. You, this last month, you have to practice so many tests that you don't even think about it. That is your automatic response. So I think I would suggest like write as many papers as you can, and in the meantime, don't like except NCR like biology NCRT and chemistry NCRT, physics I'd say learn more from questions. Like try like when you look at theory questions, you'll know where your deficit at, and then go look back to the textbook then. But don't keep reading theory now. Try to write as many mock tests. Try to attempt questions. That is very important right now.
What was your mindset in the last 1 month when you were preparing? Can you recollect your days?
So last 1 month, my schedule used to be around like 12 hours of studying. It'd be 3 hours of the exam. I would write every day from 2 to 5:20 because that is when the NEET happens. So you have to be accustomed to this timing. And before that, I would the morning or after that I would read NCRT, or like I'd revise NCRT of biology. And after the paper I would analyze all the mistakes that I've made. And like Bhaskar Sir has helped me a lot. For example, like if I made like 4 or 5 questions mistakes in that mock test I wrote that day, I would give him a call, or like if I'm in the college, I'll go to him and ask him. And like he would explain those doubts and explain around those topics so I don't make mistakes in that same topic again. So I think this in this point also exam writing is important, and then analysis of the exam is also very important, because if you don't analyze, then there's no point of those 3 years. Those mistakes should not be made in the actual NEET exam. So I think that is also there. And uh, NCRT only should be touched now, no other textbook, only NCRT should be read. And biology and inorganic and even organic to an extent, how many ever times if NCRT can be read, that many times is advisable.
Yes, yeah. Since you're talking, I think you got 180 out of 180 in physics, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
That is fantastic. That's
Thank
fantastic.
you.
It's a great achievement. And now, let me, ask a question. In what way Bhaskar helped you in preparing, and what is the motivation he gave during the preparation? Are you thorough with the physics from the beginning, or you picked up in first year, second year?
Uh, for I think everyone finds physics harder in the first year, because I think it's a jump from 10th to 11th is a big jump. Because till 10th we're very used to very easy physics, but once we come to 11th, like first kinematics you're doing and thermal properties, we were doing two different tracks. That was our first few topics. That is kind of hard. But then if you are attentive to classes, I was very punctual to sir's classes. I had a bad habit of not making notes back then, but I would advise if people actually made notes. But at the end, I took sir's notes and made notes after that, and was very useful. So I would advise that as well. So sir, from the beginning only was I used to pay attention to his classes. That my basics of physics were very strong because of that. So once your basics are strong, that will give you confidence for other subjects also, because students generally find physics hard. So if you are spending a lot of time in physics, you neglect biology and chemistry. So if you ease your basics in physics, you also have time for other subjects, because at the end we have to balance all three. So that way. And then I think Bhaskar Sir's involvement in my journey was very, very crucial for me at the revision period, because at that time, I think until the beginning of revision, I was very not confident in a few topics, but then I would ask him to explain a few topics that I wasn't strong about. I remember he took a class for me in earth magnetism, like when I needed it. Like all, the few topics that I wasn't confident in, he specifically took time for me to explain them. And so that is why I I'd advise like first pinpoint all your weak points and then work on it when you have the time. And then at the end, every time I had a question, I did not hesitate to ask a doubt. Like you shouldn't leave the doubt being like, okay, it'll never come in the paper, I should leave it. Instead, you should go and ask the doubt. So I used to clarify all my doubts daily. Every day around like 5:36, I would call him and like clarify my doubts for that mock test. And I'd say he not only helped me with physics, he helped me with general confidence also. Like whenever I used to feel low, whenever I'd solve a paper and I didn't score as well, he would be like, it's okay, like it's just a mock test, like you can do better. Like the confidence wise, a teacher can help that way also. So I hope students don't restrict themselves with just academics. They should form a bond where the teacher can help them with non-academics as well, because that mindset will carry on with the exam, and that is also very important.
Wow, that's fantastic. I can see, I mean, the teacher, I mean, he is so happy by looking at you, your success, definitely. Aditi, you really made him so proud, right? Because as a teacher, see, we may get a lot of salary that doesn't give us a kick, right? When you see the students like you talking, right, about how the teacher has helped you, definitely that makes our job more interesting. And Bhaskar, thank you so much for helping and creating such a gem. Okay, because she is openly saying that not only you taught physics, you also gave content. That is very, very important because everybody teach physics and chemistry as subject, right? But very
Yes.
few teachers are approachable. And Aditi can share one. Are you scared of Bhaskar Sir? Are you very friendly with him? How
I
approachable he is?
am friendly with him, not scared.
So he's not strict.
I strict. It is based on how we take it. Because Bhaskar sir, he is very firm with his beliefs.
Oh,
He is very firm with us. So if someone assumes that it is strict, it is not because he is. It is our perception, and I did not ever perceive it that way. Whenever he'd even say a few things like, "Oh, why did you make this mistake?" That is just encouraging to do better next time. So that's all.
wow, that's a. I mean, see, you have taken or you have seen the positive approach. That's why you have succeeded. Because many students, what they happen, Aditi, most of the time, they think that the teachers are scolding intense, especially girls.
Mm,
I dealt with a lot of girls. I know them. They're very emotionally balanced, right?
mm,
They cannot
mm,
take any negative comment. They always. And
mm.
Aditi, when you're writing these, I mean, NEET exam, the grand test time, especially the last 1 month preparation, and maybe you have ups and I mean downs, right? You may score best from an exam, sometimes you lost the mark. How did you cope up all the pressure that time last 1 month?
Um, it is, you should not be putting that in your mind, because for me, my NEET was my best exam. I never scored 700 in my mock test. My closest marks was 696.
Wow.
So, so it does not matter how you're doing in these mock tests. It's just about your practice. It's just about you believing that you can do better than this, because on that day, there's so many other factors that can change, and so many other factors that you can control. For example, your practice, your exam like analysis that you have done before, how much time to spend for each subject, this planning and everything you can control. So only factors that we can control, if we bother about, I think we can optimize our performance on that day. I think our performances in mock tests and everything is very baseless, because no one remembers what we have done in our mock test. Finally, it's that neat result that will stay with you. So try not to overanalyze the marks that you're getting. Even if you are getting 720s, like it does not matter, because no one is going to remember that you got a 720 in some random mock test. So it is important to stay grounded if you're doing really well, or it's important to stay optimistic when you're not doing that well. You have to find a balance.
Miss, you're so matured. I'm really shocked the way you're talking because see, that is definitely very, very important for the. I mean, that's why you become a ranker. I can understand. See, that emotional balance is very, very important. I've seen a lot of students they prepare so well the 2 years, okay, but they lose control of the emotions in the last 20 days, because in some exam they may get less marks, suddenly they lose the confidence, right? That changes
Yes.
the game. Excellent point you mentioned is your marks in the exam, that this mock test or the exam, they not go measure your success in the final exam. The
Yes.
one truthful exam you said you scored only 696 in the exam, that your best score, but you achieved 700 in the final exam, right? So
Yes.
that is the power of belief. That is the power of. And
Yes.
another interesting question, Aditi. I mean, during your preparation, because see, you are from which school from in Hyderabad?
I was in Oak Ridge,
You
Bhajpali.
are from Oak Ridge. Oh, very
Yeah.
good. Acha, okay. So that's a very good school. See, my question is, some of your friends may be doing engineering, and they are preparing for
Yes.
MPC, all the right. And you might have seen those guys are enjoying all the time, but you are with the books all the time. How did you balance all that?
Right now or during
No,
NEET?
no, before during the intermediate, when you're preparing,
Okay.
because see, since you're in BPC, there's a lot of work you have to do, right?
Yes.
On the
Yes.
other hand, the MPC guys, they have a lot of free time. They don't have this much of competition, right? Did you
I
ever
think
get those fun?
because I think because of COVID, everyone was stuck at home, so there was no comparison. So
Oh,
for me, the last 2 years in Inter, I was stuck at home. Everyone else was stuck at home, so that did not make a difference.
oh, that's fun. But generally, most of the BPC students, they say that, sir, my friends are enjoying a lot. They call me for birthday parties, but I cannot go there because of this exam. Now, one important, Aditi, many students nowadays, they're stuck in the social media. They want to update their
Hmm.
Instagram every day, right? They want to
Hmm.
put some videos. Or, how did you manage that mobile addiction during the 2 years, especially you are in your home?
Uh, it's better if you realize that you have a mobile addiction or you are not able to stay away from your phone. I think you have to keep someone accountable at your home. For example, if your mother is at home all the time, just give your phone to your mother. And then if you have, for example, you're watching YouTube videos for classes, that's the only time you should be using your phone. If you do not think you're accountable for yourself, give that responsibility to someone else. But if you find it that you can balance, if you realize you can balance, I would not say social media is a bad thing. I had social media on and off. Like sometimes when I found it distracting, I would deactivate my accounts, I would delete my apps. I would only keep the necessary WhatsApp to communicate with teachers and like friends of the college. But if you think you can manage, keep a time limit. Keep like maybe like daily, like 30-40 minutes per day, and maybe like before you sleep, you can use a little or in between as a break. But that should not become a habit. So if that is becoming a problem, you should stay away, and that is the easiest solution.
Wow. And I think from your batch, the topper, the one who got the first rank, he said that I used to watch Netflix. Is it from your same batch?
He is my senior. I know him closely now. I think
Oh,
he is not lying. He is a person like that. He is just very smart. So even if
no,
he has watched
the,
Netflix that many hours, he could have pulled off that AR one.
the problem is many people may take it inspiration, right? So they can give that example. See, that guy scored NEET first rank by watching Netflix, right? Why can't I watch
Yeah.
YouTube videos sometime? Is it possible for everyone to have that mental balance?
Personally, even I did that. I like not for not binge watching for hours together, but like before I sleep, I'd watch one episode or two episodes of any show. But I think all of this can be done in a balance. If you are excessively doing anything, that is only going to ruin it. But if you keep everything at a balance, I think it's important to have a refreshment. You can't be in this groove of studying all the time, because that can be mentally draining and that can be exhausting. So these kind of things are important in between to refresh your mind. So it is possible to use Netflix and all of these streaming platforms. It's just that it should be done in like
Not.
a balanced way. That's it.
Yes,
That is
yes.
possible.
Yes. And one important question, Aditi, is generally I've seen a lot of students, they don't properly listen to the classes, thinking that they can get a lot of videos on YouTube, right? They
Hmm.
think that I can find a better teacher in YouTube than the one who is teaching the class. My question is, in your opinion, will those videos substitute for the classroom teacher?
The YouTubes are obviously excellent videos, but I would say if you're not listening to your personal teacher, that the they personalize the concepts for you. For example, if I have what a specific doubt, the YouTube teacher can't answer me. So if you're not punctual to class, or if you're not regular to class, you will lose on those concepts in between that he could have helped you, where that could have changed the way you would approach the subject. See, the YouTube thing can be done only when you are really missing out, when you're, for example, sick, or you're absent to class. Like, only very that is your last option that you could take, but it's very advisable to be regular to classes, because that personal connection won't be there with streaming platforms. So this is important to pay attention in class.
That's what I always say. A YouTuber cannot give you emotional support, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
definitely Bhaskar Sir can, whenever you're feeling low, right? Whenever you're losing marks, he'll call you, he'll guide you, he'll give all suggestions. And definitely that helps a lot. The motivation. See, the classroom connection is more important. That's what I suggest
Correct.
all. That's why, see, when the toppers like you, when you say something, these guys will have they listen to you, right? They'll believe, right? As a teacher, we try number of times, but we don't, what called that, try to change their mindset because they think that we are lying, right? But when the people like you say, it has a value. And how support your parents throughout your preparation?
I think they have given me the most support, because also for my batch, since it was COVID batch, I was at home. So my mother has played the hugest role in my last 2 years of preparation. And like any problem I'd have emotionally, I'd go to her. And since she is also a doctor, she also knows the journey of this preparation. Even though she has done it ages ago, she also knows how it is. She has been there for me throughout my preparation. It's important to keep a connection with regarding your studies with your parents. A lot of students are fearful of their parents. Oh,
Yes.
this exam I did bad. Should I even tell my parents? That should be avoided. If you keep updating your parents, they will know where you are standing and where you need to improve. Maybe not, they would not know academically, but they will know at least mindset wise where you have to improve. And I think parents also have to be sensitized to being okay with not doing in a few tests sometimes. I know some parents can be rigid about us doing good in every single exam, but that is not possible. It's a bumpy road. Not every time that we can score well or score the best to our abilities. So I think parents, if they're listening, they should be understanding that sometimes the child can have a bad day. Sometimes they might be going through other things that might have affected them in the paper. So if parents are supporting, and the child is also very reciprocating, I think that is can be a huge factor in your preparation. I think if I did not have that support, I wouldn't have done this well. So it is very important to have that connection.
I think, Aditi, you have one plus point because your parents are doctors. They know
Yeah.
the pain, right, when a student is preparing. In that way, you have that advantage, right?
Yeah.
And did you have that other way? Did you have that feeling because my mom and dad are doctors, and when I'm preparing, if I don't get a seat or if I don't do well, right? So did you
Yeah.
have that baggage?
I don't know if I can call this self overconfidence, but I always used to challenge them, being like, look at me, I'll do better than you. So, like,
Oh,
have that challenging attitude and try not to put yourself inferior. That's it. Like, I used to challenge them, see, I will do better than you. That's all.
oh, very good. And you did it, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
somehow.
they'll be proud. They are very proud. Yeah, fantastic, Aditya. Very happy to see you on the screen. And you shared a wonderful experience. Before I have one more question to you, but before that, I want to listen from your teacher. What he want to tell about you, right? Bhaskar, can you tell about how Aditi, he naughty in the class?
Oh,
Is he disciplined? Is he lying?
she is good at listening to the classes, and she is good at what I call making fun at
Oh,
times.
okay.
And I'm very much happy. Whatever there in her mind, she'll openly, sir, this is a thing I'm not getting. How to get this one? This particular theory question, sir, this question, that question. And we are very, as a teacher, I'm very much happy like that, sir. I don't know this. How to get it? Means very pinpointed. If she is having any doubt, there is no question. Yes, sir is my sir. I have to ask him. That's it. She will come. That kind of approach without any inhibitions inside, that makes what you call the bond. But okay, somebody is coming asking means my responsibility has what you call risen up. So okay, I have to do something for this student. What the best I can go. Then again, it keeping me in such a kind of mode. Then what has happened? In the last year, May 29th or 20th, they called up her, what you're doing, what is the schedule and all means. She told some plan like this one. Then immediately, can you believe it or not, sir? Around 37 or 38 grant she written on continuously. Means not even a single day, maybe one day, I think hardly one day. Continuously more than 35 grant test she wrote, and each and every 520 she finished. 530, 540 she used to get us these 2-3 bits. Immediately she sent a WhatsApp on to my phone, then immediately clarification and all. Means see, as a teacher, I believed in her, and definitely I can say that she completely believed. Parents are supporting, and after getting the rank, they are so much happy that like sir, every day means the confidence. In fact, I can say that I have learned from her also. Why? The dedication is very important, and not even missing a single test. Continuously more than a month, she wrote all the GTs. And irrespective, sometimes she used to get 640 only, 660, hardly 660, 640, 670 at the oscillating that time. Sometimes she got 696, sometimes another time 681, something like that. Then we be okay, whatever you do it, Nana, do it with what I call a lot of, I mean, that should be in mind. She is confident and blindly she followed us. Nana, do it this one. Aditya, do this one. What about this one? And NCRT some marking also. Then sir, share those pages, and then she done through, ask doubts from that also, that part also. Means continuously she is, I'm in touch with her, she is in touch with me. The correspondence has went in such a way that I'm very happy that she is in very good position. At the end of the day, what I have done, it is not, it is a part of my life. I have to make the commitment. I committed for her, because the output has to be, once the output comes in such a way that now she is in the topmost medical college in AIMS Delhi. What requires for a teacher, their student is in a better position. That is more than sufficient for our lifetime.
Yeah.
I say that she is blind, sir. Do this definitely. So next time, next day you have to be ready with what you call. She will come with some doubt or some what do you call anything complicated. We have to get ready for what she will ask.
I think, Aditya, I understand. And Bhaskar, one important thing now from this discussion is, when a teacher believes the student, or when the student believes the teacher, this is the outcome. Right? Definitely, you should have a belief, right? And definitely, sometime, Aditya, what happened as the teachers, we also lose control. See, irrespective of our efforts, why she is not doing well? Definitely, that frustration will be there with the teachers, right? That's very good, Bhaskar. Bhaskar, I want to ask one more question. Did you know that, or did you expected that she is going to score 700 marks? Do you have that confidence?
Only one thing, sir. Basing on the first 1-2 grand test, she sent around 12 doubts.
Oh.
First, okay. Then I have the record with me also.
Okay.
Then just recently, the day before I checked, how this come? This girl asked 12 doubts. Then next exam, it went up to 5. Next exam, it went. Now after that one, slowly, when she, how sportively and how what you call challenging she took that one, writing the test. Then I thought, okay, first test, okay, no problem. But after all, she is getting on and off. It is in my mind that okay, definitely whatever she can do, she will do the best. We never expected about what this she is going to be top 100, top 50. Like we had the feeling that yes, your attempt, your preparation, your effort is sincere, forget about it, you will get the best result.
Wow.
That's the only thing we believed, and she got that number.
Fantastic. Bhaskar, one thing, because you are as a teacher, you're seeing a lot of IPC students. What are the qualities that you think that this girl, Aditi, has? Because of those qualities only, she was in the position now she is today. What are the qualities that you think?
Main important factor, sir, be fearless.
Wow.
Be fearless. Whatever, whether it is a doubt or anything other than subject or anything, it is there in your mind, just approach. And one more thing is there, apart from parents, how she bonded with the faculty, how means we'll feel like she's a girl from my house.
Oh.
Like that, my home, then that kind of feeling, who will give, sir, nowadays?
Yes.
One thing is she's very fearless, and if she get determines for the thing, that's it. I am going to do this, means she will do. So you have to decide that commitment is one thing and be fearless. These are the two things made Aditi in that position.
Oh, very good. Aditi, what you believe? What you think that these are the attributes because of this you scored the 50th rank all India level?
Sir says so. I cannot say anything.
So
What we
add
decided,
anything else?
after collecting all the data from different states, and we expected that definitely when after 20 days, 30 days, we decided that she will be in below 100, not before the exam and immediately after the exam. After the exam, 10 days passed, she will be below 100. We are having a hope that because I want as a teacher, my personal what you call wish is she is coming below 100. Definitely she will come below 100, around that. One small hope is there. I want to be here in below 50 or 50, at that around that 1 or 2, so that I want to see her in the aims Delhi. And because of her hard work and consistency, thank God she is in that position.
Very good, very good. Aditi, before you spend a lot of time, thank you so much for sharing all your experiences. And before that, Aditi, because I think you were from Chaitanya, there's now a lot of batteries available in the market. What are the books that you, you stick on, or did you buy any other book other than Sri Chaitanya material?
Chaitanya material, the first, before revision, the ongoing teaching, I have done Chaitanya. And after I used this website called NEET Prep, it had a compilation of a lot of questions with like previous year questions and NCERT questions. I used that as well. And like for theory wise, I've only used NCERT, no other book.
Oh, very good. So no need to study so many books, right?
No, not required. And it confuses people also, so it's avoidable.
Yeah, because in the market you find nice titles, 40 days NEET preparation, 120 days NEET preparation, 35 days. So people are attracted to the such books, right? So definitely more books, more confusion. Yeah, one last final question, Aditi. What are the suggestions you give to your juniors who are about to write the NEET exam?
All I would say is keep hope, be confident, trust your work that you have put in till now. The last 2 years definitely were not easy for whoever was determined for doing well this exam. So believe in whatever work you put in. Try not to tell yourself, oh, I did not put in enough effort, or I could have done better. Try avoiding such thought process. Believe in the work you put in and attempt as many questions as you can, as many papers as you can, and go to a level where you do not have to think about what you have to do on that NEET day. It should come automatic to you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Definitely, Aditi, your inspiration will help these students who are preparing for NEET exam, because if somebody who achieved that rank, or when they're talking something, definitely it has a lot of value. Thank you so much, Aditi, for your time and efforts. And thank you,
Thank you for
Bhaskar, for
having me.
bringing such a gem to this webinar. Definitely, it is our pleasure to see that girl on the screen. And let me convey my wishes to your parents also, who believed in you. And definitely, generally, every son or daughter of a doctor, they wanted to become a doctor, but all will not achieve the success you achieved, right? So I wish to see you in the better position in the coming days. And Bhaskar, thank you once again for bringing such
And
a
the last
yeah.
what I can
Bhaskar,
there.
go ahead.
One repeatedly my elders and my what do you call well-wishers, one word they are saying, simple thing, highest energy wins. Means whatever you're feeling in your mind with a positivity or positive way, if you feel that, if you go to that particular vibration, definitely what is there in your mind, that is going to happen, irrespective of whatever the situations and scenarios around available around you. Definitely that is going to happen. So the only thing is, what she said is, believe in yourself, just do it. That's it. That's the only thing we can say, that believe in yourself and believe in the surrounding, your parents, your teachers. Just do it, you will get it.
Wow, very good, very
So
good.
I'd like to take the time to thank Bhaskar sir for all my preparation. Thank you, sir, for helping me throughout. I definitely could have not achieved this much without you.
We are very happy to serve.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Bhaskar will give one nice party, right? Okay, since both of you are there, you guys can have a nice party, okay? Did you give any party, Aditya, after the exam? I mean, after the
Yes,
rank?
yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, very good, very good. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, definitely. Bhaskar, today, Aditi, you won't.
Her parents, her mother, she spoke to me around half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. And that itself is a, I can say, very big party for me. That itself is a, I'm very happy for that.
Bhaskar, you want to ask any question? Aditi, you want to ask any question?
That's it, sir.
Uh,
What we all the best for the students. Just believe in yourself. These 20 days can change your mindset in a very good, better way.
Yes, yes, definitely. Guys, this is a very, very important session we had today. Bhaskar, you did a wonderful job. You shared every important point. Student, before you leave, please fill the form that I've shared in the Google, I mean, the chat box. We need your feedback. Feedback is very important for all of us. Anybody wanted to ask any question? Anyone? Please raise your hand and you can put your question. Are still Aditi with us? If anybody wanted to talk to Aditi also, that's fine. Aditi, is it okay?
yes, sir.
Yeah, anybody wanted to talk to Aditi? Please unmute yourself and you can put your question. Bhaskar, can I ask your student?
Sayantika, you want to say anything with any word with Aditi? You can.
Oh, who is that?
Sayantika.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, please, miss.
You can have interaction with Aditi. She's there.
All I want to, congratulate her first that, she's a
Thank
senior.
you.
She has got such a nice rank. Personally, I got a lot of inspiration from her. All that I want to ask is that how did you, manage the last few days and how did you do it?
The last few days, I think, should be less academics based and more mindset based. You should try to be calm throughout. Like for me, I was abnormally calm during the last week. I don't think it would be applicable to a lot of people, but at least that should be the effort to do so. Try not to analyze your performance in the last few tests. Try to, and the last 2-3 days, avoid even writing a paper. Until that, write papers and just try to be try to communicate with your parents and your teachers, and they would motivate you and they would keep you on in a sane mind. Try to do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Sayantika, what is your feedback on this webinar?
I joined like at 8 o'clock because I was late to come to home. After that, it was really good. Really a lot of information.
Oh, thanks to Bhaskar Sir, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah. Not only he is there, he is also having a very good student. He inspired us a lot today. Really, Aditi, I was really inspired from your words because everybody will not have the mindset you have. And Bhaskar rightly said you're fearless. I can see that, right? When you become fearless, it is a success miss because majority of the students, there'll be a lot of fear, right? what will happen if I don't get a seat? What will happen if I lose marks? You rightly said, don't look at your marks in the last exam, because your mindset is very, very important than your marks. Fantastic. Anybody else? One more last question. Anyone? Bhaskar, can you ask a student?
Rishi, any idea, or Rishi? Any you want to do? Bhagya, Rishi.
Bhagya, are you there? Hasini, can you unmute yourself? And Nikila, where is Nikila? Mushkan, anyone, please? Okay.
Any idea? Okay, sir. It's okay.
Yeah,
There
no problem. Maybe they are full of energy now because of this webinar, and see inspired them all. And definitely, Aditi, this is the best thing you've done. And now you become a rock star because many students are looking at your success. And definitely, they are all going to inspire. They are going to take this inspiration. And let's see that some of them become very good rankers, and maybe they see you in AIMS Delhi. Thank you so much.
All the best to everyone. I hope your NEET goes well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is all from our side. We had a wonderful time from last 1.5 hours. Thank you, Bhaskar, for bringing again Aditi to this platform. And thank you for sharing all your ideas and information, analysis, all that. This is all from my side. Let's catch you in the next webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.